Hi, RJ Game News USA here, and I have a very special guest that needs no introduction, but I will introduce him anyway. This is the biggest interview of my life, dude. Here we go. Today, I'm interviewing the never seen 17, the greatest of all time, John Cena! Welcome, sir. Welcome. Thank you for taking time out of your day to come here and do this interview. I appreciate it. Before we get started, and this is in no way to make you think that we're doing any sort of softball questions here or anything, but, I wanted to give you a gift. This is a commemorative championship belt for all that you've accomplished. So, here you go, sir. Appreciate it. Appreciate you taking the time out. Like I said, we didn't pre-screen these questions. So I'm going to ask some stuff that maybe you don't feel comfortable answering. And it seems like you're up for the challenge. I appreciate the honesty and the forthrightness from you. So, let me just start by saying, a lot of people have heard your origin story before. But if you want to go ahead and, if you don't mind, sir, explain to the audience where you came from, how you started, how you got in the business. Well, that usually does. Yep. Yeah, yep, for sure. So, that being said, you came in the business, you came in with the rookie class, with Brock Lesnar, with Randy Orton. You were there toward the tail end of, the Stone Cold era, the Rock, when his era was going on, the Attitude Era, going into the Ruthless Aggression era. You wrestled so many great opponents. Shawn Michaels, Edge, CM Punk come to mind as well, with all those other names I mentioned. Who's your greatest rival in your opinion? But I also want to phrase it this way. Not only who's your greatest rival, but just who do you like to be in the ring with the most? Who brings out the best in you? Yeah. Yep. For sure, he's a Hall of Famer too. Yep. Right. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to pin down, isn't it? Definitely. So, as we know, you're 17-time champion, a Grand Slam champion, which means you also have the U.S. title. You had the World title, the WWE title, the Intercontinental title just recently. I know you don't want to break any sort of fourth walls around here when it comes to creative or whatnot, but I gotta be honest. I don't think a lot of people are very happy that Gunther gets to face you in your last match. I understand that that's a tournament and he won it, but I think a lot of fans out there were hoping for something different, considering he already retired Goldberg. So, what do you think? Do you think this was a misstep to go with Gunther as your opponent? Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Me? I would have liked to see LA Knight fight you. Right. Oh, no, yeah. Well, you only have one final match one time, right? Well, that brings me to another thing. Are we 100% sure you're done? Because look, I know. Hey, hold up, chill out, relax, please. It's all right. I don't want to ruffle your feathers or anything. But I remember WrestleMania 28 was once in a lifetime, you and The Rock, and then next year it was you and The Rock in a rematch. So I mean, are we sure you're done? Because I got to be honest, you're having the best run you've had in a decade, and maybe this is something that would be just too hard to put together in older age, or I know you have other priorities and you're very successful in movies and whatnot. But is there any potential here that plans change? You know, it is wrestling. Boxers retire all the time and come back. Is this really it? Okay. Well, look, I don't want to keep you too long, but I gotta say, I have been extremely critical of creative, which is why I find it very hard to believe you actually took this interview. Because I really think that creatively, WWE has been absolute crap without you this year, sir. Like, this year would be nothing without your run. I mean, no offense to the guys in the locker room. I mean, no offense to your profession. But if you've seen my content before, you know I've been critical, especially of Triple H and the creative team. They just don't seem to be able to tell the right stories. And let's be honest, when it comes to your heel turn, it kind of flopped, didn't it? I mean, would you agree maybe you should have just never been heel? Yeah, it is what it is at this point. Like, you could have never been heel or stayed heel, but, you know, people at the end of the day, even when you were heel, they just wanted to cheer you, you know, because it was your last year. Would have loved to see what would have happened if the heel turn had been, let's say, in 2011. Like, if he screwed over CM, or not, yeah, 2011, right? That's Money in the Bank 2011. If you had screwed over CM Punk, like a Montreal Screwjob style, turned heel then, I think that would have been the wisest choice to turn heel there. It just never materialized, obviously. But, so we talked about when, you know, it's your appearances are out. Are you truly not going to just appear like you got a Hall of Fame, or even the Undertaker comes back randomly? Do you mean you're just done with in-ring competition, or does that include any and all appearances on WWE? Like, we're just never going to see you again. Like, that's hard to believe that we would never see John Cena again. Right, guys? To the audience, right? It's hard to believe we would never see John Cena again. What do you mean my question's out of line? What are you talking about? My questions have been fair the whole time. You're gonna walk out on this interview on that? Are you fucking kidding me? John, come on. Dude, we had a whole hour planned, bro. Like, you really just gonna walk up and leave because I didn't give you some softball questions? Well, yeah, I'll let you answer the questions in Mandarin, you punk bitch. John, come on, John! At least take your belt! John! Come back, John! I apologize for what happened at the end of that interview. I appreciate Mr. Cena's time for doing this. Yeah. Thank you all for watching. See ya.